What is up, my guys? Jim here, and today we're going to be putting my freshly rebuilt T56 back into the Trans Am. But before I get into that story, I just want to give you a little update on all the projects that have been going on, and basically why I haven't been posting many videos in a long time. As you can see, if you look at my house, you might have noticed in my earlier videos that it was only one floor, and now it's 2 floors. Actually, it has been in the past couple of videos because I've been working my ass off building this friggin' 2nd floor addition all by myself, and it's finally coming to a closing now. I'm about 99% finished. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll take you guys in to take a look so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's just walk into the house here. So, as you can see, it's still kind of a little under construction down here, but basically, this is all new up here, and this is what I've been spending every freaking weekend doing, building this goddamn thing. So, we got 3 new bedrooms and a new bathroom. See, like I said, I'm like 99% complete. I gotta put that door on. But, this is my daughter's bedroom. One of my, oh, and she's in here. Hey! So this is one bedroom here. This is the master bedroom, which we're still putting together, right here. And, let's see what we got over here. My other daughter's bedroom. So, all this crap here, this is what I've been doing for the past, like, there's a bug on the camera. This is what I've been doing for, like, the past freaking 4 months instead of working on my cars like I really wanted to. But, we really needed to get this addition done, and, like I said, I'm the only one that was working on it. I built that shit all by myself, so I'm kind of proud of that shit. But now, I'm finally getting back to my cars. So let me give you a little update on the green car. The whole drivetrain is in now. I put the interior back in. So, I wasn't, in one of the other videos, I said I wasn't going to put the interior in, but I did anyways. Because I just think it looks better. Pop the hood. Obviously, in the last Budget Bird video, you guys saw where I was with this thing. So, here it is. Oh, wow. Looks like it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but, whatever. So, this is basically almost done. Oh, it looks like the fucking squirrels have been under here. Son of bitches. Either way, this thing's friggin' almost done. Honestly, I just need about a day to get it friggin' put back together so I can start the thing. My truck has also been suffering. I'm actually in the friggin' process of putting new tie rods on right now because apparently in power strokes tie rods only last like a year and a half, which is fucking unbelievable to me. I don't even plow, so I don't understand why I'm putting tie rods in this thing so much, but I'm putting tie rods on this again. And finally, the real project of today is putting the freshly rebuilt T56 back into the car. So this thing's kind of needed a rebuild for a long time. And the last time I went to the track, you guys saw when I missed that 4th gear, it kind of really fucked shit up. And I lost reverse all the way. And then like a week after that, I couldn't get it into 2nd or 3rd gear, so it was pretty much fucking toast. So I sent it off to one of my buddies who was a fucking whiz at rebuilding these things. So, you know what? I'll actually drop his Instagram down here. You guys can go and check out his Instagram. He built a twin turbo 3rd gen Camaro, which is pretty fucking balls. And guys, go check him out. He's a cool dude, and he rebuilt my trans for me. So basically what I'm going to do, I don't want to bore you with this tie rod bullshit here, because who the fuck wants to see somebody replace tie rods? That's fucking boring as shit. But once I get into the car and later on, I'll bring you guys in, and we'll go from there. So stick around. And like I said, I apologize for not posting in so long. All my projects will fucking commence. Thank God. Like, I haven't been able to do shit on these cars. That's why all 3 of my cars look like shit right now. So, stay tuned, and we'll get going buttoning this thing back up. Alright guys, so, I'm done with the truck. Thank God, because that was kind of a pain in the ass. I broke the friggin' tie rod ends, and I had to get new tie rod ends put in. But, whatever. It only took me an hour or 2. So now, we're finally getting to the Trans Am. So basically, like I told you guys before, I've friggin' ground the gears down a few times. You've seen the videos. Sometimes I miss a gear. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But just recently, back in like August or so, it's November right now. Back in like August or so, I was driving, and it hasn't had reverse for a long time. Like, you really had to like jam it in to like get it into reverse. The synchro was friggin' toast. But then just recently, it started where I couldn't get it in second or third gear. So I knew it needed a rebuild, so, you know, I contacted a buddy of mine, and he showed me what parts to buy, and I ended up doing a stage 2 rebuild with, it needed a new second gear, new third gear, new reverse, all new synchros, and all that shit. So there it is right there, stage 2 trans, ready to be friggin' thrown in this beast. But before I really get going stabbing that thing in, I want to pull the old clutch out and put a new what do you call it, pilot bearing in, because, you know, there's no point in friggin' putting it in with the old one. May as well, since I have it down, put a new pilot bearing in. So before I even get started, I'm gonna pull the bell housing off. I don't think you guys can ever see under here because this camera friggin' blows, but obviously there it is right there. I'm gonna pull the bell housing off, pull the clutch off, the pressure plate, and once I do that, I'm going to show you guys how I pull the pilot bearing out. Some people do the bread trick where you jam the bread in there and friggin' bang it through. I've tried that before. It doesn't work for me. I'm glad it works for other people, but it's never worked for me. So I'm going to end up going to AutoZone and just grabbing the blind hole puller. And I'll show you guys what tool that is. It's really a neat tool, and it'll pull that friggin' thing right out. But right now, like I said, I'm just going to get under there, pull that shit off, and then go to AutoZone and get the blind hole puller. So I'm going to do that shit, and I'll get back with you guys and show you what the fuck I'm doing from there, right? Alright, so I'm back from AutoZone, and I got the blind hole puller. This thing right here basically sits in, this is the new pilot bearing. So basically this thing goes in here, and as you tighten it, it pushes the tangs out, and then you know, basically hook this thing up to it, and it's like a slide hammer, and it pulls it out like that. So basically, I'm gonna get underneath the car, throw this into the old pilot bearing, and then rip that out, and then I'm gonna tap this bad boy in, and then I should be ready to finally install this fucking thing, and I'll go from there. I'm gonna set this camera up under here. Honestly, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna set it up anyways, and you can kind of see what's going on. I already have the spreader inside the hole, so I'm going to stick this thing on now. And then you just friggin', kind of like a dent puller, you just kind of keep going like that. Tighten it up. Oh. And there it is. If you guys can see it, there's the old pilot bearing right there. So now, all I gotta do is I'm gonna clean that hole up a little bit, and I'm just gonna pound the new one in. No point in showing that, that's just a freaking simple thing, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm pretty glad I decided to replace the pilot bearing. If you look inside here, there's not a single needle bearing left. And the fucked up thing is I only found a couple of them down inside the bell housing, so honestly I have no friggin' clue where they would be. But either way, I got a new one I'm gonna tap in, so that'll be good. Alright guys, well, I caught a couple of snags, but I finally got everything back together. As you can see there, I got the new pilot bearing in. I got the clutch and shit back on, the pressure plate, and I got the bell housing back on. So now we're gonna fucking finally start stabbing this transmission in. I'm starting to run out of daylight though. Fucking goddamn daylight harvesting drives me nuts. Ugh. So there's the trans right there. I'm just gonna bring that bitch over and try to get it under the car. damn, these things are heavy. I don't know exactly how much one of these things weighs, but it's got to be somewhere around 150, 200 pounds. Alright, so now all I gotta do is get this thing up on the jack stand and try to stab it in. It's gonna be a kind of a bitch, so I'm not gonna let you guys watch that. I'm probably gonna swear a few hundred times while I'm trying to get it up there. But once I go to stab it in, I'll bring you guys back in. Holy balls, is that a pain in the ass. I fell off the tranny a couple times. I smashed my finger between the tranny and the friggin' jack, but she's in there. I have one more bolt to put in, and I'll show you guys how I do the last one, because honestly, it's just easier this way. What I found anyways. I'll bring the light in here in case the friggin' light is trash. So there she is right there. Whoop. I'll put you guys right here. Maybe it's a little easier. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Well, anyway, you guys get the gist of it. This is the top bolt up there. She's a pain in the ass to get in, so I just do it this way. Alright, and there it is. So the trans is in, but obviously I got a bunch of other shit to do. I gotta put the drive shaft on, friggin' the exhaust, you know, all the interior bullshit. So that's what I'm gonna do. By the time I see you guys again, it'll probably be dark out, so whatever. I'll see you when it's dark out.